Hi guys, and welcome to SW6 Transfer Rumours. And I guess we've got to start with the one that's been going on for far too long now, let's be honest. Eden Hazard. As we all know, we always had a valuation of around 130 million, and Real Madrid obviously valued a lot less, around 80 million. So with a 50 million pound differential, there was always going to be, I guess, a standoff situation between the two clubs. Their chief executive came in the early part of the week, but unfortunately flew home without a deal. I believe that Chelsea, if you like, blinked first. They settled for a fee of around 115 million pounds. But again, that was far too much according to Real Madrid, who also have aspirations of purchasing Paul Pogba for a similar amount of money. But according to many journals out there right now, and you can't get any extreme between the Sun and the Guardian, where they're saying now deal agreed, and the deal is 88.5 million pounds, which I believe equates to about 100 million euros. So it looks as though the deal, they're saying, is done. There was always the factor that we was going to hold out, and fair play to Chelsea on that score, because albeit that we know that Hazard does want to go, and I think it was always going to happen anyway, Chelsea were holding out to get the best possible deal in the circumstances that we're in right now, obviously with regards to the transfer window where we're not involved in. So as I say, according to the Sun right now and the Guardian, a deal has been struck between the two sides, and it's reportedly to be around 88.5 million pounds. Other news, and Callum Hudson Odoi, who, as we all know, the back end of this season was definitely linked with a move to Bayern Munich, and that was for a fee of reportedly as much as 50 million pounds. A lot of money for a young lad. They definitely could see the potential, but as we know, he wasn't being played a lot at that time. Kid with bags and bags of potential. And then he got his break. Maurizio Sarri put him in the starting lineup, and he seemed to be ever present in the side, definitely in the squad, but getting on the field as much as possible, and of course playing exceptionally well. The crowd, the Chelsea crowd, really taken to this kid, and I think he's felt that, because where he was keen, or it was reported that he was keen to join Bayern, he's now reportedly looking now to sign a contract with Chelsea, which will pay him £100,000 a week. It's a lot of money, but it's a player, definitely one for the future. As we know, he suffered that really unfortunate injury, and really unfortunate that was. But the bottom line is, Chelsea now are really starting to batten down on a lot of our players now, get them signed up. Giroud was one. David Luiz was another. Christensen's now saying that he wants to stay and do a deal, and indeed I think the club are also looking to Willian as well to sign him up because of this situation with the transfer window. But so it seems Callum Hudson-Odoi is pledging his future at Chelsea, and that's great news. Other news, and David Zappacosta, it seems that he's one that's going to be moving out during the summer. As you know, we purchased him from Torino for £25 million, and he's been decent when he's played. He's put in some good performance, got a tremendous shot on him, and a bit of a crowd favourite, bit of a cult status he's got with the supporters. But he's never really managed to sort of hold down a first team place. He was behind Marcus Alonso or Emerson. And of course, on the other side, Cesar Azpilicueta has nailed that position down totally to himself. But rumour has it that Roma are interested in him, so back to Italy for him for a similar sort of price. I think that's quite a sensible move as far as Chelsea are concerned. News in brief then, N'Golo Kante received an award, the Legion of Honour, from President Macron in France, a reference for his contribution for France winning the World Cup. Another honour for the man. I guess when Hazard goes, he will be our genuine world-class player that's still left at the club. Well, that's about it, guys. The only other bits and pieces out there is obviously concerning the manager, Maurizio Sarri. They're saying that he's moving closer and closer now to returning back to Italy, and Juventus, who are prepared to buy out the rest of his contract, £5 million. And indeed, the odds for Frank Lampard becoming our next manager, his odds have slashed quite dramatically. And Derby, it seems, have also started to look out for a replacement and are looking for around about £4 million in terms of compensation. Albeit there is some reports out there too that Max Allegri, former Juventus boss, a man with massive pedigree, 5 Serie A titles under his belt, 2 Champions League finals in the last 5 years, 3 cups on the spin, massive manager in terms of pedigree. He's apparently taken English lessons. So there's a lot of rumours with regards to him being our next manager too. Who would you prefer, guys? Would you prefer Allegri or Lampard? Let us know in the comments down below. And let us know if you like this. And because of the situation with the transfer window, I dare say we're not going to be linked with too much. But with Chelsea FC, so I'm bound to be in the news. So I'm thinking I'll do this every other day, every 2-3 days. Let us know anyway, guys. See you later.